Hey, you, friends, family, and strangers. Luckily, it's only 7 a.m. and I get to wake up to all this noise and all this loud music every single day. But how you doing? Today, I thought me and you could hang out, get our run on, get our jog in, maybe do some burpees and squatties and poopies, maybe do a couple sitties and scrunchies, all right? And what else? Well, I'll tell you what. With any luck, we'll get down in that garage, get things organized, and get down into them storage units. Hell, maybe even go buck nutty and try to fit the last bit of storage unit number 2 into storage unit number 4, which happens to be Clifford, my big red van. And then who knows, maybe we'll look at something fun to dive into somewhere in between. Like your mom's cleavage. So please, gather your things and let's do it.
You're a loser.
Before you go out on a run, make sure you clip these honkers. And make sure you get in the corner there. See that corner in there? And dig that corner out. Otherwise, later on down the road, she becomes an ingrown motherfucker. What a great day for a run. It's only 77 degrees out. Perfect temperature for getting attacked by a goose. All right, Gizzard Nick. What's it gonna be? Yesterday, it took me 44 minutes to complete a 2-mile walk run. That was yesterday. So, I should be a little bit more used to it mentally to push through. I shouldn't have as many scaries about it. However, I am sore today. But maybe in the first quarter mile that'll buff out. And maybe I'll push through that middle part of the run a lot faster. Hey, as long as it's under 44 minutes, I'll be happy. If Trump was here, he'd be pissed. Because that run felt a lot faster than yesterday. But according to the time, it was only 2 minutes quicker. I don't know if I believe that. I believe that I have miscalculated my time yesterday. Because I was making very fast pace and running a lot more than I was yesterday. So I don't know what I ran yesterday, but I ran / walked for 42 minutes today. 2 miles in 42 minutes. Not bad for a guy who weighs 1,000 pounds and ain't ran in like 10 years. I think I made up that excuse yesterday too. I tell you what. While we're out here, let's go ahead and pop into the wee old storage unit. Get some of our worldly possessions out. This storage unit, unlike my other one, is really close to where I work. And I'm on vacation from work. I used to pop in here every other day or so before or after work because it's so close to work. So coming in here today, whilst on vacation, is scary. It feels like it's a work day. I don't think I like this at all. Yep, this definitely appears to be my shit. I don't know if you noticed in any of my videos, but I placed a lamp right beside the television in my new living room in the apartment. I literally and completely forgot that I even owned this lamp. There is shit in our lives that we don't even remember we have. Whew. I don't know where you do all your thinking. Sound like a sheriff's siren pulling somebody over. I don't know where you do all your thinking, but I do all my thinking on the shitter. And yesterday, while dropping a fat one, I got to thinking, why not just keep this storage unit? Treat it like a long-term permanent storage in and out of other places I may rent in the future. Just keep this motherfucker the whole time. There's stuff I want to keep. The hoarder in me wants to keep certain things forever that I don't want to haul around. Like this is my old truck seat from my '02 Dodge Dakota, the second vehicle I've ever drove in my life and had ownership of. So, trust me, there's some good memories on that seat, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. I literally lived in that truck for a few days when I was unhoused and received a fair amount of road beaches on this seat. There's a lot of good memories on that seat. I want to keep it, but I don't want to haul it to the apartment garage and stuff. Then I thought, inevitably, I'll buy a piece of land later on, may or may not even be in Ohio. This will be a good location as far as where it's at in Ohio to pop in off the main drag, get my shit, but it's not like in the heart of a city or nothing. So I think I'm just going to keep this storage unit. Treat it like a big sorting bay. Get all the stuff out of my garage at the apartment and park my car in there, hopefully in time for winter. So I got a few months, but shit I'm keeping that I don't really ever need there at the apartment, which is anything that's not in your apartment, you don't need it, because I don't have a yard. I don't have a fucking back deck. I don't need patio furniture or nothing. My balcony is small enough to where the chair I put out there is going to go in the coat closet in the apartment itself. Anything I need long term can just stay right the fuck out here. And the main thing is, when I had an apostrophe on the shitter thinking yesterday, the main thing is when I go to move from this place to the next place or to the next place until I get permanent roots in the ground again, just leave some shit here and leave plenty of space for like the moving process again. I've never ever once in my life moved from one home to the other. I have always, even from the very first time I ever moved when I was like literally 17, I have always got a storage unit and moved all my shit into that first, then got my home, secured my housing, and then slowly, because you have your stuff in a storage unit, you can take your sweet ass time sorting things out, throwing things away, cleaning stuff, giving stuff away. Like with this last move, for example, I gave a lot of shit away to people that I don't need anymore and I'm not going to use. Furniture, mostly furniture type stuff. My big giant cattle barn fan and stuff like that. Bye-bye. I lost my train of thought, but hopefully you get what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? See this, guys? RoboCop 2 on VHS tape. The most beautiful thing you could ever own. I own it. Now, in the new apartment, right there on the watch soon shelf is RoboCop and RoboCop 3 on tape. I know I had this one somewhere. I knew I had this one somewhere, but it's finally getting a chance to come home, baby. The decision to keep this storage unit has given me a lot of peace. I feel like I have somewhat of a more permanent spot to collect and organize my shit. And then, even more peace has come over me when it started to rain. It's nice and quiet, peaceful out here, and the rain sounds beautiful. Don't lock yourself out of the storage unit without your car keys. Only show up to a storage unit with one key to that storage unit. Every time you buy a lock like this, they give you 2 keys. Put one key in a drawer in your kitchen and put the other one on your keys or in your car, whatever. Whew! It took some doing, but I got the bookshelf over here, and then I stocked it up with a bunch of books that I'm too much of a hoarder to throw away. I might read one of these centuries. Also put a giant bag of books in the car that's going to go up to the apartment. And look, I left this right here sticking out because it creates like a blocker from anybody's view who might be out there lurking in that prairie. They might see my wiener because I'm going to stand right here and use the bathroom. That's what this cup's for. It's a pee cup, or I guess you can shit in it if you really need to. A big improvement. I am famished, hot, grossed out. I was going to put this crap up in the apartment, then head right on over to the other storage unit about an hour away from the apartment, but I'm not so sure that's happening anymore. It might be time to rest up for the night. I feel like 3 times more sore in my legs from getting my fat ass back up and mobile again from running yesterday and today. So just getting up out of this car when I got to the storage unit a little bit ago took like 60 entire ass seconds, a whole minute just to be able to like stand up and move. Yeah, I'm a tired old tattered, rattered, stuffed and covered bugger, you know what I mean? My legs are so damn sore I can barely freaking move, dude. This time-lapse camera on this smartphone has ran without interruption for 4 hours and 31 minutes. I am impressed. Got me a nice shower. Had to wash some of that running and jogging sweat off. Had to wash some of that storage unit dust off and out of the crevices and the cracks and the creases. And guess what? I didn't have to fill up a fucking bucket first in order to do it. Oh, I am hungry. Luckily, I've been cooking these last few minutes. Let's see if it's ready. Yep, looks ready to me. I'll take it. Man, I'm a good cook. It's a rainy smorgasbord. You can see a lot of rain creating instant riverways up there on the roof now that there is that shingling, at least in parts. Where did everybody go? Kind of feel sorry for the crew out here who's been building these 2 buildings, because almost every day here in Central Ohio they just get soaked and they have to finish the rest of their working day. You know, like, I don't know, you ever worked with wet clothes? It just sucks so much ass. You're just uncomfortable for hours and hours until you can get home and strip and shower and put on fresh, clean, dry clothes. The best feeling on earth after a long work day in such condition. I wish you could see what I can see. The rain looks really cool against those trees there. That's a little bit better. See that? Isn't that cool, guys? That's cool, I think. I think it's cool. I don't know what you think, but I fucking think about stuff. Look, I'm no astrological or nothing. Astrological or nothing. But those clouds appear to be dark. And you might think that working out in that heat would be improved by a sudden heavy rainfall coming in. Like it would cool you off, or like change the temperature for the day and make the rest of the day nice and cool. Not facts. All it does is increase the humidity level and makes it more and more miserable. The wetter it is, the more humid it is. It doesn't make it any cooler out there because, oh, my legs are so damn sore. Oh, because there's not enough cloud cover for long enough time to decrease the temperature of any significance. So the only thing that happens is the rain comes in very quickly and it's there and gone. Not even 5-10 minutes. The sun's back out and it just cooking up that standing water, that instant flash flood. It might throw a 1/4 inch of water across everything. And then, yeah, it's like working in a fucking rice cooker, dude. The crew is still at it up on the roof. This is the very latest I have ever seen any of these crew out here working the night away. It is after 8 p.m. That means their work time for just this one day exceeds 14 hours. They are doing it to it up on that roof. 14 hours of work and still going. They are showing zero signs of packing it up for the day. Holy smokes, boys. Even when it's pouring down rain at damn near 9 o'clock at night. It's 8:31 p. pouring rain. There's people still up on the roof. It's coming down now, getting windy. I almost went back outside like 2 minutes ago to get more crap out of the car. Now, because of this, I can justify my laziness. I tell you what, so far, compared to last summer, here in Ohio, we are lucky. So far, compared to last summer. It's July already now, as you already know. And it was early or mid-June, something like that, when that series of tornadoes ripped through and killed a bunch of people that lived full-time at that campsite. Ugh. I don't think we've had, that I've noticed, I don't think there's been a tornado warning so far this summer. Quite a bit, if I recall, from last summer. Like every couple weeks there was a confirmed what the heck is that? Wow. Somebody did a biggest, longest burnout I've ever heard. There for a minute it sounded like a prehistoric creature in those trees over there. I really hope the camera picked that up the way my ears did. I've seen some good burnouts, but that one was the longest strip I ever heard. Oh, what a waste of tires. Reckless endangerment. Good way to get your license pulled. Look at those dark clouds up there. This is a 36 home building. So the rent is going to be about $1,600 to $1,800 a month, depending on The bedroom sizes. The apartments in the middle have 2 bedroom. Those will rent anywhere from 16 to 17. The outside apartments will rent for anywhere from, I think, if I looked online, I remember right, what was it, 14 to 1500 a month. The 1 bedroom ones. Anyways, 36 homes in one building. So there's a bunch of these buildings, and there's a bunch of these complexes, all owned by the same company, by the way. Not all of them, but a good chunk. What if you had just this building, and your average occupancy was about 90%? Let's just say, rounding down. That's a lot of money you're making. However, imagine what it costs to build just this one building right here. I would be afraid to see that bill. Well, I fired up the old Planet Coaster 2 computer game and spent a little bit of time making a firework display in my park. Let's see if I did a good job or not. What do you think? Did I do okay on the fireworks? That makes me happy. That makes me happy. Imagine going to a theme park like Disney and they set off fireworks at night that read that. I added a couple more fireworks. So pretty much if you were at that amusement park with that much going on all night long, it would be terrifying and not enjoyable, really, at all, probably. Okay, so I put some in place that are kind of cool. You know, some shit all happens at the same time. Looks like there might be some kind of rhyme or reason to it. But all the things that happen together happen in random order from each other. Is your mind blown now? Let's just watch it for a minute. Let's just get into this game. This is called Planet Coaster 2. You can do fireworks and shit with Planet Coaster 1, but overall Planet Coaster 2 is pretty cool, I guess you could say. Different chart you can do. Let's see these out in the other room. Hang on, I'm coming, buddy. Oh, my legs are so sore. Oh. Where you at? There you are. There you are. Oh. Whoa. Beautiful. Friends, family, strangers, it is time once again to pack up this campsite, piss on this fire, and head back to the theme park. I gotta go for now. But dude, don't worry, I'll be back with you again. If you want to help me out, please do promote my shit, DougaloNation.com. If you want to contact me directly, please do. DC@DougaloNation.com. Hey, thanks for joining me as we did very little today. I appreciate your company. Now, get the F word out. But don't worry, you can come back again tomorrow, no matter what. Like always, 7 days a week at 7 a.m. Eastern. But until then, please, don't be a mother flopping douche.